If you've been craving pinto beans, you came to the right place. Easy to follow recipe. Here we go. Pinto beans are a staple in Mexican cooking. There's so many ways to prepare them, this is just one. For 2 pounds of beans, I'm using about 10 cups of water, but notice I have a smaller pot with some water boiling next to it. We're gonna need some water right at about the 30-minute mark. If you're using pre-packaged beans, you definitely wanna rinse them once or twice, but if you got them from the farmer's market, make sure to rinse them several times. I'm using 1 serrano pepper, 2 Roma tomatoes, about a handful of cilantro, and a third of an onion. You can substitute the serrano for jalapeno or just leave it out completely. That's the thing about pinto beans, they're super versatile. Can you make them in the Instapot? The answer is yes, but in my experience, I suggest that you leave out the tomato from the recipe. For some reason, it tastes different in the Instapot, and I figured out that it's the tomato. The tomato was a culprit, so let me know in the comments why. I don't understand why, I just figured out that it was the tomato. Now I add about a tablespoon of minced garlic, a tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of black pepper, and all the veggies we cut up. Feel free to adjust any of the ingredients. Like I said, they're super versatile. For the first 30 minutes, I leave it at about medium. We've reached the 30-minute mark. Time to reduce the heat to simmer and add hot water just to cover up the beans. At this point, we're going to stir occasionally and watch the water level. Don't let them dry up on you. I check in about every 15 to 20 minutes. At the 2.5 hour mark, your beans are pretty much done. Let them cool before you taste them though. You won't be able to judge the flavor until they've had a chance to cool down. Once cool, you can adjust. Usually it's a matter of adjusting the salt or garlic to taste. Here's a pro tip for you. You can store them in a gallon bag. Once they've come down to room temperature, you can portion them out. Hope you find this video helpful. Please like and subscribe to see more easy to follow recipes, and happy cooking.